Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Straight Jacob Ferguson. And Marceline, you better not get into my toilet. Stop it. No ma'am, go away. Thank you. I love Marceline. She's still here. She's still kicking, and tomorrow is her found day. We found her on Memorial Day. I was told to put, those frozen ice pops? They're just sugar water. I took them out to my mom's other refrigerator, or other freezer rather, and she was in our ditch, meowing her little head off. She's not little anymore. She's gone through a big transformation, which is great until it's not, because she's also just abysmal, and I love her. But anyway, why did it take me so long to do this episode? Well, that's easy. On Friday, I watched the episode. I watched Untucked when I got home from work. It was my last day on my job, and I'm starting a new job on Tuesday, so I'm very happy about that. Very excited. Let's LFG, let's freaking go. Can't say the F word quite yet because it hasn't hit over a minute. I want this video to actually garner some views. But the I got a new job for Tuesday, and that is gonna be my main job for hopefully the next couple of years, until I can maybe go back to school, get a degree, save up enough money to do so, because college is expensive, and I'm an adult living on my own. And I'm not quite ready for that yet. I'm still trying to get out of the rut that I was put in by myself through these past couple of years. I will tell you, the first year of living on my own, it was quite nice, but year 2 into year 3 has been absolutely just stressful. So I'm hoping that I am calming down and that I can get some more money, some good vibes, maybe a relationship. I don't know, but I'm starting to feel good. And yesterday I was not in a just good place. It took me a lot to get out of bed and get moving and get going. And I found that energy today because I knew I had to make this video. And also because I wanted to make sure that I had my house a little bit straightened up. I still gotta make my bed, I still gotta do all of that, but I cleaned my bathroom, so it's good. And maybe one day, once I get everything kind of straightened up, I can do a little bit of a house tour, but for right now, that is off the table. Very much off the table. So what's tea? What's good? We're covering episode 4, or as I'm going to call it, episode 1 of the second bracket. The Queens had to do a lurk based on a magic 8-ball. They got a magic 8-ball. They had to open it up. They had to use all 8 items inside of the magic 8-ball in their design. So yeah, let's get into it. This episode was really good. And if you're wondering about the hat and why I said Straight Jacob, my coworker gave this to me, and I decided to wear it. And it kind of makes me look straight. I feel like this is like the hat that somebody wears when they want to mow the lawn. As a gay, I don't like doing that, but I can plant flowers. That's tea. I can water flowers. Maybe paint a vase. I'm not gonna pressure wash a house. Well, okay. I have before, and I probably will again with if my mom needs me to. But I don't want to do that. But as a gay, but I don't need to clean up pool. But my idyllic thing is getting a small house, not a big one. I don't want a big house. I want a small house, finite area. Because I'm trying to clean an apartment right now. Imagine me trying to clean a mansion. Plus I'm never gonna have enough money for a mansion. But a small house with maybe a significant other. If not, cats. Fuck it, I will go full crazy cat lady and just have. Well, no, I'll have Mercy still. She ain't going anywhere for a long time, but Seashell, um, Seashell might. I don't know. Seashell is 15 years old, so we shall see. Um, it has not slowed her down quite yet. But like maybe not a big lawn to mow. Because if your lawn's too big, you gotta have a riding lawnmower. But then you got a place to store the riding lawnmower. If you don't have a garage, you gotta put the riding lawnmower someplace else. And then you gotta build a shed, and then it's like, well, what else can we put in here? Because it's just there to house the lawnmower. So then you gotta get gas tanks and like freaking somehow you'll end up with like your aunt's old bicycle for some reason, and you're gonna be like, okay, whatever. My mom has a shed like that. You never use the patio either, and if you have a pool, you only use it during the summer. But like, you gotta clean it out first, and that's the big milestone. You gotta like, if you're not a pool guy, you gotta like do all that, and then, your patio is only used like for big events like 4th of July, Memorial Day, boss is coming over. And then, old man Mr. Whiskers is going to come in. And you don't want to talk to old man Mr. Whiskers, but your father over there goes, oh no, all the family's invited. Put on your Sunday best. We're going to sit down here. And you're uncomfortable. You hate it. You want to go back upstairs and, like, disassociate because, you're a teenager. And then he's like, oh, no, 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 no. And then, to add insult to injury, Mr. Whiskers sits in your chair. And you're like, that's my chair. That's my good chair. And your dad like gives you that smile like, if you say anything, I will kill you once he leaves. And he still does. Like, he still gets mad about something. Either you weren't being, like, too positive enough, or you were being too positive, and it made him uncomfortable. I haven't had any of those experiences, but this hat makes me think of that. I don't know. I just like rambling. Anyway, let's get into these entrance looks. I did not take a picture of the entrance looks. I was exhausted because I woke up at 5 a.m. to watch that. And I set my alarm for 3 a.m. because that's when it comes out. And then I was going to do, the review and all of that. And I just fell back asleep because I was EP sleepy. So I am good to go now, but I did not take a picture of the entrance looks. So let's get into them. First up, Tina Burner. She's from season 13, and I have to say, I am glad to have her back, but also, like, it's confusing to have her back, because it's like, I didn't really expect Tina on All-Stars this soon, but also at all. Like, I'm glad that Tina's back. I love Pink, love Tina Burner, but on her season, I was not that big of a fan. However, I think that her designing stuff, well, the one design challenge that they did, the one challenge that they actually sewed something, the ball, she should have been in the top 4. I also disagreed that she was in the bottom for the Rusical. I think that Gottmik deserved to be in the bottom for the Rusical. If I rejudged season 13, y'all would either love me or crucify me. And honestly, the engagement is enough. But I've been thinking about doing that for a while. These videos where everybody rejudges stuff, and it's all like, you either really agree or you really disagree. I want to do that. And I might do that. I might feature one of these videos. Because I kind of do that at the end of current seasons. How would I have done this? But I think that for season 13, I could do it. That would be fun. But Tina Burner. This look, it is silver, it is stars, it is, I think, the last of the Mohicans when it comes to her fashion from season 13. Because this is very season 13 Tina Burner. Like, it is very camp. She looks pretty, but, like, her face is camp. And that's something that I will say. She is not a beauty queen. I'm going to say that, but then her look is actually quite beautiful. But, like, she's not a beauty queen. She is more of a campy queen, and that is absolutely fine. But in this instance, I think that Tina definitely is going back to her roots. She's given us the silverware after we got the condiments, okay? This look is a cream, though I found it nice. Up next, Carrie Colby. She has like this suit, but like it's not on her. It is like the suit is on her body, not on her body, if you get what I'm saying. She looks pretty. But I do have an issue with Carrie Colby. And I love Carrie Colby. I loved her on her original season. Because she's had so much work done, she doesn't think she needs body. Or she wants to show it off. And that is absolutely perfectly okay. But at the same time, I want to see her in stuff that isn't just a bra and panty or skimpy clothing. You know, give me like a cat suit would be fine. It'd still show off everything, you know, or a dress or a gown. I would love to see her in a gown. And I don't really think that we got a gown on season 14. We might have for the finale, but like, I don't know. I want to see Carrie in something that is still gonna accentuate the curves, but like I don't know. I want to see her in a dress. Like, I want to see her in a gown. Is that too much to ask? And I hope that she does deliver, because this... I also would have preferred maybe an updo with this look instead of the straight... I hate straight hair. Like, the straight hair with the bangs, the Naomi Smalls special, hate it. You gotta tease that shit. You gotta brush that shit. You gotta make sure it can't just be a boop. And I think that is her real hair, and that is absolutely fine. In the words of Q, that's her real hair. But, I don't know. Do something to it where it is just not flat. Because, I don't know. I just wanted some shape up here. This is All Stars. You can't just look like sensible girl. You need to look like powerful woman. And I don't think that she's giving that yet. Sasha definitely was powerful woman. Sasha Colby was definitely powerful woman. Though, Sasha has those ponytails that she always uses, and I love them, but I do think that she also, like, switched up her wigs and stuff like that. I mean, she's lasted the whole season, so yeah. Anyway, this look is a cream. I love Carrie. I just wish that this look was... I don't know. I love this look. But in the future, I want to see her in more, like, maybe a dress, and maybe more, like... older hair, if that makes any sense. I don't think it does. Up next, Nicole Paige Brooks from Atlanta, Georgia. She follows me on Twitter and maybe Instagram. Love Nicole Paige Brooks. I do. I love Nicole Paige Brooks. And I'm so excited that she's back because, bitch, she needed it. And this is the ultimate entrance look cream of the week. This is beautiful. I really enjoyed it. It's this red, like, he said prairie dog, and I can't get that out of my head. Like, motherfucking prairie dog. She looks like $1,000,000. The only thing that she's missing, earrings. Come on, bitch. Like, put some earrings on. You are Nicole Paige Brooks from Atlanta, Georgia. Put earrings on, please and thank you. I love you, but please. I think that she was, like, so... oh my god, I'm here, that she forgot them, and that is absolutely fine. Her hair is great. I love it. It does make her look older than... well, I mean, she's an older queen, but, like, I don't know. It definitely suited her look that she was doing. This look is a cream. I don't really remember a whole lot about Nicole Paige Brooks from her original season, but I was a proprietor that she needed to be on All Stars, and I'm glad that she was. Up next, Mistress Isabel Brooks. Her entrance look. I think I kind of forgot. I think it had frilly coat and all of that. I'll be honest, Mistress's looks on her original season were good. I remember most of them. However, I also think that it was a lot of pageanty dresses and gowns and stuff, which is fine. I don't know. I want to see her in a pant. Give me a pant. Give me a sensible pant and a top. I don't know. I want to see that. I don't know why. I just feel like that should be something that Mistress does. Very Texas. There was an updo. There was just, like, it was pretty. It's a cream. Up next, Lydia B. Collins from season 17. You guys already know how I feel about these last two queens, Lydia and Georges. This look we actually saw on What You Packin'. I don't know where this would have fallen. I think it might have fallen in her finale look, but she looks great. It's a cream. again on her original season, I don't necessarily think that she was. I do. I think that she won the lip sync against Lana Del Rey. However, she didn't in Rue's eyes, so I'm glad that she's back here because I think that out of all of the season 17 girls, I'm not going to say she had the most to show. I think that that was because she made top 7. I think that that was like maybe lucky that had the most to show, but I'm sort of glad that Arietti's getting this second chance. And again, she really wasn't supposed to be there originally. It was supposed to be Metamorphosis and then Mirage, and both of them said no. So Lydia coming back makes sense. I'm gonna sneeze here in a minute. It didn't happen. Sorry. So it's a cream, and Georges also looks a cream. This is amazing. I love like the pearl around her. It's giving very much Vanessa Vanjie's look in the Bring Back My Pearls runway. Um, but she looks pretty, and I understand why Rue brought her back. You know, she is this. Uh, she's one of RuPaul's favorites. She's born to do drag, and I also think that out of the queens, she and Plastique were the most robbed of being in the top spots. I really think that they should have done a top 4 of Georges, Plastique, Roxy, and Nigeria, and if not, Chanel should have been there. And y'all already know this. I think that Vanjie is great. However, I don't think that she was ever a contender for the All Stars 9 crown. I'm confused as to why she was. In fact, if it had gone a different way, Vanessa Vanjie would have probably been on this season, and instead of Georges. Georges probably would have been in the top 3, and then she wouldn't have been brought back because she would have had a lot more to show. She wouldn't really have had a lot more to show. Vanjie, on the other hand, I think deserves a second chance. I do think that coming back, I think it is time to start picking queens that deserve second, third, fourth chances because, like, the more queens that we get on an All Star season, I think the better to show them off. You know, I'm still waiting for Dita Ritz. I'm still waiting for Akasha, Victoria Porkchop Parker. These queens that deserve their second chance. And while everybody's getting mad at like Ginger Minge because she's coming back for her 4th time, I don't mind it as much because A, I'm rooting for her to win, and B, I think that if you get the call, go on it. You know. Anyway, we enter the workroom. George's was a cream. We enter the workroom, and immediately shade starts. Immediately, everybody's being shady. Everybody's like talking about the challenges, what everything means. And Lydia, everybody has to act like they know Lydia. Nobody knows what Lydia can do because she just came off of her season. Nobody's been able to watch her season yet. Nobody's been able to show them what she's capable of. And they all have to pretend to know her, and I think that that's bullshit. I think it should have been like, who the fuck are you? Why are you here? And then she'd be like, I'm on the new season of Drag Race. Who the fuck are you? Why are you here? You know, like, give me that. Instead we get the, oh, you're Lydia. I know who you are. The fuck you do. You don't know who she is yet. And I think they underestimate her, and that's a good thing. They also underestimate Tina Burner. And this episode was a lot about underestimating your competition. I genuinely think Nicole Paige Brooks, though I love her, was way too confident with what she was giving in this challenge. You know, I love her to death, but she was very like, haha. Mistress is very like that. Carrie and Georges, they're all like that. Tina and Lydia were the ones that were kind of outcast from everything, and I think that they were also kind of like, well, shit. Tina has a problem with Mistress because Mistress posted the infamous rainbow wig pic, which mean like absolutely not. I love this image so much for how rotted it is. This is just, I love it. I love it. She doesn't look happy to be there. She looks like she walked in and was like, "Oh fuck, they're about to photograph me with this hair on. I've made a bad decision." But at the same time, like, the amount of traction it's gotten, and don't send any hate to Tina. Tina doesn't deserve that. In fact, I think that if she ever comes back to All Stars, if she doesn't win this one, she needs to be, her entrance look needs to be an homage to that. Or something needs to be an homage to that. Because, like, bitch, it's giving. So they all start designing. RuPaul has a walkthrough with all of them and seems to get along with all of them really well. Lydia and Georges especially, though. He loves Georges. He loves him some Georges. And that makes me a little bit nervous for Group 3 because I want Ginger Minj to win. And I know that she's probably going to be in the top 4. But if she's up against Georges, of course RuPaul's going to crown Georges. Because why wouldn't she? She loves Georges. And she loves Ginger Minj, but she loves Georges. So who knows? Who knows who they're going to crown? I'm hoping that it is Ginger Minj, though. I don't know. Let's talk about these people's moments first, though, because Ginger isn't even on the show yet. Category is 8-Ball Tour. Up first is Georges. I did not get... Oh, fucking hell. I did not get a good image of this. I'll keep it real. This look is a cream because out of all of her design looks thus far, this is the best that she's looked. However, it is very much Georges' silhouette. She said that she wanted to shake it up a bit, and I don't think that she really did that. It's very plastique tiara too. It is very much corset with something flowy, with big hair and all of that. It's a cream, but come on, Georges, you can she though? I don't know if she can do a whole lot better than what she's done, unless she's a sewer. But this look is a cream. I liked it for what it was. Next up, Carrie Colby. Oh my God, Jesus Christ. This is not good. Can you see it? I can see it. This look is a crunch. I'm going to keep it real with you. I like the braided fabric, and also, I know that I'm showing these things off. Go watch the episode and you will get like a clearer image. I just am not good with editing software. It's a crunch because, I don't know, I don't necessarily live for it. And I think it is a little bit mismanaged. The top looks great. It is braided fabric, all of that. And the hair looks fine. It has those little poofy things in it that remind me of cattails that get stuck to your... Another gay southern thing, or another southern thing, not even gay. They get stuck to, like, your ankles, like when you go fishing. That is the straight in me talking, I guess. But the bottom half is just incohesive with the top half. I wish that she had brought some of the pinkish fabric in the shorts or skirt thing up into the braid to kind of tie it all together, or maybe like do a lot more with the beads, or do like a mermaid tail situation with the fabric in the bottom, maybe do like a little mermaid type inspired thing. I don't know. It just doesn't work for me, and I apologize. It is a crunch. Up next, Lydia Butthole Collins, and of course this is too bright. Hold on, let me see if I do this. There we go. Hold on. Let me go back. So this is what Carrie's looked like. Okay, you can see it now. Just had to turn down my phone brightness a bit. I love this look a lot. It is very 80s. It is very, like, Olivia Newton-John, physical inspired. I love it. It's a cream, I have to say. She did her big one today. I love the makeup. I love the hair. I love the mismatch of everything. And it works. It's cohesive because she's telling a story in a way that Carrie's doesn't necessarily work. You get me? Like, the fabric is very much... The green fabric does not fit in this outfit at all. However, because it's 80s, it does. It fits the aesthetic of what she's going for. Because you cannot tell me that zebra print, lime green, and hot fuchsia wouldn't be a part of, you know, a Lisa Frank, like, '90s like mom on the go trying to be young for the hip children. You know, it is very much that. It is a cream. Next up, Mistress Isabel Brooks. I like it. However, I will say we have seen it before. We've seen mistresses in this look before, and I have to say that it is giving House of Visage, Part Two, the remix. And I mean, you can't blame her. That was just what it was in her 8 ball. But I wish that maybe she had done the tulle, like the blue, instead of the tiger print, and the corset was a different color. Because I don't know, this just looks. It just looks like it doesn't like it looks like what she's done before, and I love it. It's a cream, but like Mistress, you gotta step it up a bit. Like we love Old Mistress, we love the attitude of Old Mistress. However, this is All Stars. Step the pussy a bit up, okay? But it is a cream, and she was in the top this week, like top 3 this week, which I don't mind. Up next, woof, Nicole Paige Brooks from Atlanta, Georgia. I turned my brightness all the way down, and still, this is, this is, she looks like an extra in Tu Wong Fu. Thanks for everything, Julie Newmar. Like, it looks like she would be on the stage when Vita and Noxima get announced to being that they tied and they have to go to Hollywood. She would have been like in the opening number. And is that a compliment? I don't know. I'm trying to compliment her, so maybe. But I'm not necessarily living for Nicole's look here. I think that if she had done a gown, it would have been so much better. And if she had, okay, even though I despised All Stars 1, if she had taken the Pandora box route of a gown with that fur and stuff like that on the thing with the bottom half of the thing, and you know, like the stars all around, still keep the stars on, and maybe an updo with like some glamorous earrings, it would be amazing. But this bus driver wig with the swimsuit and the feathers, I'm not necessarily living for. I love Nicole. Please don't unfollow me. I love you. However, it's a crunch. It is the crunch of the week, unfortunately. However, and I did not get a picture of her reveal. This look, Miss Tina Burner, I love you. You just did the biggest of big ones. I don't know why I keep saying that. Because Mistress is here. I love this outfit. This outfit is giving me life. I love how noir it is. I love how it is very murder mystery. It is very, you know, old Hollywood, Norma Desmond. It's you know, like Joan Crawford, definitely. It is very businesswoman, but also like, ooh, like give me, yeah. She had like a cigar there, like a cigar. Like, I think this is what Thorgy's smoking jacket look was trying to be on season 8, like when she did her black and white thing. But I think that if Thorgy Thor had done what Tina did, it would have I still think that she probably would have gone home, but it would have been a much better look. I love her look there. Do I? I don't know. It's been years, but Tina's look here is the cream of the week. This look is fabulous. It's fabulous. It is just so like elegant and suave and mysterious, and she takes off the thing and she has a pant and like a top, and she still has the coat on, and she's still mysterious. She's a working woman who's going to the job, and I marry me in that outfit. I love it. It is a cream. It is the cream of the week, as well as probably the cream of the season. Let's be real here. This look is stunning. Anyway, judges' critiques. T.S. Madison is there. And they kind of come to the same conclusion that I do, except for with Carrie. They love her outfit. Again, I love Carrie, but again, show me, like, do a different silhouette, because we've seen Carrie in a lot of the same sort of silhouettes, and also, like, again, it just wasn't cohesive enough for me, at least. But, like, and they read Nicole a little bit down, and I love Nicole, but she agreed with everything that they said, and again, love Nicole, think that she's great. Um, and as for Tina, they're surprised, and I'm like, well, if you had opened your eyes a little bit farther than the competition that you were trying to set up, you would have seen that Tina actually had good styling choices if you'd looked past the horrendous color palette. Because, okay, if I'm going to be real here, the top three in that ball should have been Gottmik, Utica, and Tina Burner, with Utica winning. And here's why. Gottmik's first two looks, great. Her third look, garbage. I will say that. Love Gottmik, but her third look was just not it. I don't understand how that went over the sleeping bag look. And I don't know how Rosé was in the top when Tina Burner's three looks were great. Loved it. Loved every single one of them. So, for me, this was not a surprise that Tina could turn a look out. She did a lot of her own sewing. She's been in the game for a while, and yeah. So the top two, Lydia also gets great critiques. They are surprised. They love the 80s aesthetic. And I think that Lydia might have been robbed of a couple, well, not technically. I think for like a couple of wins, a couple of times, no. I'm going to take that all back. During the design challenges, I don't think that she really slayed any one of them. Only Monopulence was like her best one. But she definitely had a redemption. This look is fantabulous. The top two of the week are Tina and Lydia, with Mistress being the one that is sort of placed in the top. The other three are safe, and they have to lip sync to 80s classic Love Sensation by Loretta Holloway, I think. Don't quote me on that. I don't know her last name. I love the song though. I would have to look it up, and I don't really want to right now. I'm sorry. This song is fabulous. I love it, and it has taken them 17 seasons to get this song on. It would have been a no-brainer for me. Like, first season, I've been like, okay, put on Love Sensation, let's go. Mistress loves this song. It was such a gag to see her not be able to perform it in front of RuPaul. It was funny, too. I loved that. I'm like, Mistress isn't going to get to perform it. But Lydia does what she does best. She turns out a lip sync. Well, I think that her last two lip syncs in the Lollapalooza weren't necessarily her best. All of the other lip syncs that she participated in were really good. She sent Corey King home. She tried sending Arietti home. And then by the time that she was in the bottom two and went home herself, she did fine in that lip sync too. But Boogie Wonderland is always going to be my favorite lip sync of hers. Tina was there. It was very much like an Aja moment where Lydia had her little moment and Tina was in the background trying her best. I've seen a lot of disagreements online on who should have been in the top, but I agree with the top two here. I think that having anybody else would have just been weird. It's a game of redemption. You know, it had storyline behind it. Next week, though, I can immediately tell Mistress Isabel Brooks, Honey, Georges, they're all gonna be coming for blood, and I'm excited to see that. Mistress is gonna be one to watch out for. Mistress is gonna be the control, like the control of the season. She's gonna be the main character. I don't necessarily think that she's gonna be the main character after this bracket, but it's definitely giving Mistress Isabel Brooks being like kind of the driving force behind all the drama, and I can't wait for that. I'm excited to see next week, especially since Chapel Roan is gonna be there. They got Chapel Roan. Wow, love that. And I'm just excited. I hope they play hot to go. I mean, I would have liked Good Luck Babe is my favorite song of hers, but like, let's be real here. We're not about to do that. So, anyway, uh, what did you guys think? Out of this bracket, my top three are Lydia, Mistress, and Georges. I think that love Tina Burner, but I don't necessarily think that she's going to get any points after this. Who knows? Also, I wanted to apologize to Alyssa Hunter because I said in my last video that I didn't want her to come back. And I realized that was a bit mean. I love Alyssa Hunter. She's great. I just didn't. I'm not going to excuse what I said, but I love Alyssa Hunter. She's fabulous. Anyway, who are y'all's top three? Leave your comments down below. I will see you guys next week when we get to do a roast. All right. Bye.